There you go. Perfect. That's even not even Adrian straight either. That's like normal straight. America. Oh, it's still
Immigrants.
Alright, we got some bodies.
We need a lighter.
146, 145.
We need a light because we're gonna
I got a lighter.
pull out a special cigar for the day.
You ready?
America.
There are not a ton of people here, so we gotta bring him today. We gotta bring him.
Where is everybody? Low lives.
Oh, they're probably waiting for the show, the America show. That's good. That's not even Adrian straight. That is like really straight.
Laser straight.
113.
We need some more music.
Oh yeah.
He's. Oh no, I trust him. He's on it. It's so cool.
Wagner's.
That's our best one yet.
That's pretty solid.
Got no guitar. Got a fine cigar.
52.
down.
Just so you know, we're at
Get a
50
lick, let
seconds.
the blues lay where they
Brian
are.
McGee.
'Cause the blues someday
Yeah, fuck yeah.
they won't let
McGee, it was good to see you yesterday.
they won't let go.
Okay, you got these? That's Connie's.
We're at the shop today.
We got the gong today.
Celebrate. Light up an
We're going
alley.
old school.
Raise a toast.
Dusting it off. That's a great
Watch the
one.
blues go slow.
Don't
Go ahead, make my
don't make fun of Brian this week. I'm looking out for you.
Watch
Just
the
don't do it.
blues go.
I think you guys are being too sensitive.
13, 12.
15.
I got an old cigar.
Drop it down. Drop it down. 1 second. Boom.
Boom. We're having trouble.
What do you say? Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right, we're gonna hop in. Ready?
All right. Ready?
1,
1,
2,
2, 3, 4. Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good day, mate.
Good day, mate. We are drinking out of our Good Day,
Let's-
Mate mug.
Let's test and see if the shop's ready. What's up, shop? What's
All right. All right. I mean, you
They're
got to throw a
but
challenge
strong.
out there.
They're few but strong. I like that.
Yeah.
Today we're bringing back the gong for our anniversary show here. On today's show we have.
And 4 years later, here we stand. It's quite America in here,
As you can tell.
up in here. 5 Connies. You want me to say Connecticut's? 5 Connecticut's that will blow your mind. How about a networking group that doesn't suck?
Good
I
question.
like that. Jake Wyatt takes us into the 4th dimension. 4th dimension.
And
How long to restore a cigar that's dried out?
beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Man, oh
All right,
man.
we got that in. We've got Yulia in. We've got. Oh, let's toss her one.
Good day, miss. It's a little chunky here in the morning. I've had,
That is rough.
the pollen is not good.
We've got Casey in. Good morning. Good day. We've got Dusty coming in.
By the way, we are
Evan is in.
donning our new Good Day Mate mugs that are available on our apparel site,
You're exactly right.
and we have them filled with what?
The Stretto Coffee Roasters. Why would you fill it with anything else other than maybe a little bit of Buffalo Trace bourbon cream on top of it?
Yeah.
But this is, we're rocking and rolling. Thank you to Rob again. Robert bringing in the cold brew this week.
Yeah.
Just nice, simple,
Just
Colombian cold brew.
not
Not
loaded
bourbon
with
barrel
whiskey.
aged. Yeah, not
Nice.
all. Not going to get all drunk up today. We got guns in the
Nice.
house.
Mark
So-
Meyer and the most important, will Nebraska win? Yes, bet the house.
Hey, look at Casey coming in. Much love. Thank you.
That's
for the love.
it.
If you're watching this, give this a share. And while I'm getting something out of the way, because this goddamn thing.
Why?
That thing drives me nuts, man.
Well, Chris really has one job that he doesn't get paid for, And that should be one of
We
them.
overloaded.
Yeah,
Let's be
yeah.
honest. Okay, so
I was selling
first things
cigars.
first.
I was selling cigars. Sorry.
One thing I wanted to that's a valid point. One thing I want to do here, and hopefully you guys will join us with this, but I think we should start with today being 9/11. I think we just take a moment of silence for those who we lost that day. We've lost since that point because of it.
Yep.
So if we'll just join us in taking a moment of silence here.
Okay.
Much love for everyone who's
First for all.
who's fought for us, who has joined us, who's made the ultimate sacrifice. Nothing but love and respect going to all of you. Never forget.
Yep.
Never forget.
Never forget.
So
It's amazing how many. You're 33. You saw this when you were. I had just taken you to middle school.
yeah,
Middle school, and then I had to take the twins still to elementary school.
yeah.
And came back, and they were just talking about how some dummy flew a plane into the building, and then we sat and watched it,
And being just old enough to understand what's going to happen after.
Yeah.
You know, and when you look at that, more of my life, 60% of my life, we've been dealing with what has happened after.
yep,
I've been alive, more than half of my life has been around that one event.
Yeah.
For when you were young, obviously JFK was assassinated, but you were still really young at that point.
Yeah.
I would imagine. Do you remember landing on the moon?
It's funny. Oh yeah, I remember that because they showed that when we were in school. But JFK was assassinated in I think November of '62, and I was
62?
62 I think.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody will correct us. And I was born August of '61, real small, but I still remember watching the funeral on television.
So that's
It was
one
in
of your
black and
first
white.
memories?
I remember JFK's son was saluting the casket as it went by, and so I remember that. That's one of the few things that I remember.
I remember, honestly, about 9/11, being in art class, looking outside, doing some nonsense painting, listening. I remember listening to Alicia Keys was on the radio. What is it? Fallen was the name of the song. How weird is that for
That's
it to
crazy.
be? But yeah, that was the name of the song that was playing at that time when that.
I just
absolutely just.
I drove to
Life-changing.
my office. I just started at American Gramophone. I drove to my office. One of our guys, his sister was in one of the trade towers, and he couldn't get a hold of her. So he was pacing out in front. And I just remember how eerie it was because there were no planes in the sky. And then Omaha ended up being one of the locations that Bush flew into to go to Strategic Air Command and went in the bunker. So I remember seeing the plane take off and all that other stuff.
Well, I think
it was a crazy day.
It's a humbling reminder in the fact that we share our technical 4-year or business anniversary on that day is very unique. It wasn't something that we necessarily planned.
Right.
It is a good reminder of bringing people together.
Yep.
Because this moment, this day is a unique day to watch all of us Americans come together. I think it is it mirrors our culture.
You know, for as long as I've been alive, 60 years, 9/12 of 2001 was the first time that I've ever seen the United States set every difference aside and become one.
Yeah.
And said, we're about to kick your ass.
And asses were kicked.
Asses were kicked.
And that's what we do with our business. We said we're going to kick your ass, and then asses
we're going to kick your ass. So 4 years later, to the misery of many, and for all of you rocket surgeons out there that said you guys won't make it 2 years, bafangu. So read between the lines. And it's been an unbelievable ride, and it's been one of the greatest experiences of my life.
Do you remember
doing it with you guys?
What do you mean one of?
One of. I mean, you guys being born was all right.
Yeah, that's all right.
Me and Begley get married pretty good.
Good days. You've had good days.
We had good days, but not good years in a row.
Yeah, exactly.
God, I hope my wife's still sleeping.
No, I hope she's staying busy. But
yes,
for those of you who have made this ride so far a possibility, massive thanks to you. I mean, it truly is amazing.
Is it possible that Distretto can taste better coming out of a G'day Mate cup?
Yeah, that's currently what's happening.
Are we getting
I don't know. What's our audio like?
Are we getting audio, guys? Let us know, because our mic blue light's not on. We see if it's plugged in tight, Ron.
You know what? I'm checking this. Check. Listen, pops. All right. Is it lighting?
No.
Oh shit.
I can hear you.
Okay, as long as you can hear us, let's keep rolling. All right. So, on the other side of things, do you remember what our first sold cigar was? Single cigar. Do you remember what it was?
I don't. Why don't I? I should remember that.
Right here.
Really? That was the first cigar sold?
Yes. It was a guy that was here for the NFLPA. It was an Oliva Milano Torpedo. And I remember watching it because we were doing something on the computer. I remember watching it slide in and look at it and go, oh, we're in business now. Like this moment of reality of, this is our first cigar that we ever sold. So this is that's what we sold. It's a nostalgic cigar for so many people, and for us for multiple reasons.
Well, let me. I'm actually. We'll talk about the Zulu in a minute, but I literally had a dream about bringing this cigar to today's show so that we could have it. Thank God there were 2 left, but I think it's only fitting.
Oh, no way.
That we smoke.
No way.
A special Crux Limitada Lonsdale that was made just for us for the day that we opened the shop. It actually has the old school Crux logo and industrial cigars underneath it. And this was a size and shape that they had never made. And I remember I have a great picture when we did the ribbon cutting, and Mayor Cheney was behind us, and we were sitting, and I was holding this cigar as we were talking about.
We're going to smoke this today?
We're smoking right now.
All right.
So
you are kidding. How cool is that?
There's only that. This is it. This is the last 2.
So are there more?
These were no. I think they only did. What did they? They just did 6 of them. I think they did one for each of us.
There weren't many.
Nice.
Yeah, lighter.
All right, light it. Let's light this. There you go.
Bear with us for a second.
Yeah, this is going to be another bit of.
We'll have to take a picture of this because it's amazing to think then, what, 2.5, 3 years later, you recreated the brand on this cigar.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought that. Yeah, it's life. A lot of life has happened as we go through and we reflect. I'm curious, everyone who's watching, what is your favorite memory of our 4 years in business? What is the area that stands out the most? I'm curious what that would be. What do we got? Good morning to you, Billy, as well.
So we got Grizz coming in from across the pond. Good day, mate. Brad is watching. JJ's watching. And he's watching. Travis is watching, and he's watching. Julie's in. Of course, Larry Adams is going to be in from LaGrange, Missouri, because this is entertainment in LaGrange, Missouri.
100%.
Yeah.
What's up? We've got Maggie over here, Burgundy Geek. I think I saw them register for Hackfest, so I think we're going to have Tennessee. We have Florida. Do we have North Carolina? We have Carolina, or is it Florida?
Florida.
Florida. We have Missouri. We've got some different states being represented in this Hackfest, I've got to say. And speaking of events, let's roll in. What is happening today?
Today is the America AF. That was this one's COVID-free. Last year's was kind of blown up because of COVID, but this year it's America. It's our America AF gun show / cigars / it's a whole damn smoking thing.
It's a smoke show. So what does that actually mean? You know what? I think it's probably best if we bring Adrian on.
Let's bring Adrian in, and I think we should just
start popping it off.
We should just shoot something.
Okay. All right. Everyone, give it up for Adrian Maroonda. All right.
Let's do a ceiling.
How about a little bit of office pop?
Hey,
shall we?
good day.
Good day. Man, it looks
America.
Good. It looks good. Okay.
That's just America.
Okay, so we have America AF.
Yep.
What is it? What can they expect? And what the hell are we going to do?
Yeah, it's celebrating America as it is. Other days we've had it July.
Hold on
Don't. That's how accidents happen.
No, I could get that burn.
Facebook.
I'm gonna take it right and take his eye out.
Just-
there's a black bird that just jumped up on the ledge.
What do you mean,
begging
black
to get you? It's a bird.
You can't just be swinging guns around. That's how accidents.
Well, but I could have taken him out. He jumped there for a reason. That's Kismet right there.
All
I
right,
could have taken
let's-
his ass
okay,
out.
so
What's
let's-
a window cost?
let's.
I would have missed the window anyway. I would have shot the chair.
Will you
All
please
right.
bring us back to the rails?
Yeah. So America as Fuck Smoke Show. The first one we had was tremendous.
Huge.
Lots of people. It was
About 500 because it was the whole parking lot.
yeah. We had people in the back, all over the front, inside. We had barbecue, drinks, cigars, guns, and so we're just bringing that back and having a good time and with good people.
It's just going to be a great opportunity for you to come in. F1 Firearms
Yep.
is going to be here set up with a trunk show of the nicest rifles you've ever seen.
Yeah.
I mean, truly,
Their
they're
stuff is
Ferrari.
incredible.
I mean, just everything about it. All
Yeah.
how they're blinged out, how they're put together. Unbelievable.
Yeah, you got to see these to really appreciate them. Vulcan Machine Works will be here showing off his staccatos.
Yep.
Again, a really nice set of pistols there to look at.
Nice.
So we'll have that happening. It's going to be basically a kind of a patio type of event.
It's kind of
Come
a bit,
in,
yeah,
enjoy
and the
with
weather is
football lawn.
so nice, right?
Weather's great. We're going to have we've got kegs.
We got kegs. We got. I mean,
We're
what-
gonna have a little bit of
If you
food.
have kegs and you have guns, what could really go wrong?
Cigars.
Well, seeing how quickly you picked up that gun and just started pointing it at the tollway, thinking you're pointing it at. Like,
My wife's pulling it right now. She'd think like, "Oh, today's the day.
Today's the
Today's
day.
the day."
Yep, that's it. But
Yeah.
it's going to be great. This event is a little bit different because most of our events are tickets required. People did get tickets ahead of time to make sure they've got space, but anyone's welcome to come in and join.
Yeah.
We do have 10 American AF kits that are put together. There's legitimately 10 that are going to be there. It's going to have American AF shirt, this cool ass stadium
Begley's got
cup,
our American AF shirt on right now.
and it's going to have a couple cigars, a United, a house stick, all of that bundled up. It's like $30, $35. 35
All of
bucks.
that stuff?
Yeah, $35. There's only
I
10
thought you were
of
talking
them.
about just the hat.
No, we only have 10 shirts.
Oh.
Oh, you bought one, so there's 9 of them. And there will be raffles as well because we have really dope America AF hats, which are going to be raffling all day.
This shop's about to get America
Yes.
AF.
Yes, that's
Nice.
right. So it's gonna be a great day for us, and just get in and enjoy being around each other. We've got college.
We need
football.
a model for the shirt. We're talking about the shirts right this second.
Yep. Oh yeah, she's coming camoed up and everything. Queen
There it
Bee
is.
rolling in with
Queen Bees rolling in.
Yeah.
America AF gun show right here.
That's
Smoke show.
Yeah.
so look,
So
it's
come on by,
Yep.
see us guys, and come see me. We'll have some swag and stuff to give away as well.
hell yeah, let's do it.
And by the way, can we just say how sexy you look in that G'day Mate shirt? I mean, that is just,
Damn, look how strong you look there.
look at this. Cheers.
Yeah.
We're G'day Mate.
Oh, that's it.
Fucking Jack right there.
Yeah, he's jacked. Not as jacked as you are with that spandex you're rocking.
All right, that is very. But
I like it.
if I had
He's got
like
that-
a visible six pack, not like just carrying a six pack, I would probably wear that shirt too.
If you were jacked up like that, you like the hat? Thank you.
Yes.
This is the iconic hat. This is nice,
I love
simple, understated.
Hell yeah.
That's
Yeah.
no, it does not. It comes on industrialiccmerch.com. Thanks for asking, Skip.
Nice
Appreciate
setup.
that. Good plug, shameless.
brother.
This is the America AF that we're going to be raffling off and selling today. The event's got its own logo. It's an eagle smoking.
And if you're this way, they can't see it because it's camel.
You'll just blend right in. You'll blend right in. Oh man, I love this eagle logo too. Man, look, he's still got hands too. How much are they to you?
Yeah.
I don't know, $25.
We'll make something up.
I don't know, we'll make it up.
Yeah.
We're gonna be selling it, but we gotta figure stuff out. So let's talk cigars for a second, shall we? So we can just
We're
check
in a
that.
cigar store.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay, this little bitty right here, I'm just gonna give it a second because I only want the people who are watching right now to benefit from this. Right here, this is the Grand Habano Zulu Habano. This and the Connecticut version of it are these sleepers in the humidor right now. These are this Connecticut version with the black wrap on it. S'mores all day long.
Yep.
You got this graham cracker, this warmth, this beautiful. It's got this marshmallow texture. It's very rich. It's got this creaminess,
very chocolatey,
and a little bit of chocolatey.
Yeah.
Honestly, it is. I smoked one last night. I woke up thinking about smoking it again this morning.
That's when you know they're good.
Yeah.
When you're thinking about it.
The last cigar that did that to me was a Koshan.
Yeah, yeah, and so what we did is it got us thinking. On Brandon's recommendation, I smoked the Zulu this morning. It's from, as Brandon mentioned, from Gran Habano, and I made the comment that there are some Connecticut cigars in the humidor right now that will literally blow you away.
Yeah.
And so we came up with 5 Connecticut's that you just are must tries, because sometimes you just want to give your palate a break. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that these cigars have is a ton of flavor. Number one is the Pichardo Connecticut, the Pichardo family Connecticut Family Reserve. This thing is ridiculous.
Yes.
I tell the story all the time, but I was smoking it. It had so much flavor, I had to get up and go into the humidor, lift up the box to confirm that it was actually the Connecticut I was smoking and not a Habano or something else.
Tremendous.
Outrageously good. New to the humidor last Saturday. I had to talk one of our loyal JP, our balls himself, wanted to buy all 5 boxes that came in. I had to talk him out of that so we could have some. But this is the Crux Epicure Short Salomon.
That guy right there, that is next level.
Next level.
That is.
And it has a real bullet type thing. It has that really.
Next on deck.
What are you doing?
Next on deck.
Oh, okay.
I've been waiting for these for a long time.
Okay, Bocock Brothers. We've talked about them. These guys have been fantastic, and this Connecticut is outstanding. If you're on the golf course, the one thing about this cigar is I can smoke the Toro or the Churchill, never have to relight it.
Yep.
It just speaks to the construction. And the sponsor of today's event, today's Saturday at the shop. If you're here, you're smoking one, but the Fourth Dimension
Jake Wyatt.
Jake Wyatt.
No, is that the appendix?
Oh, the Connecticut is the appendix.
Yep,
My bad.
appendix 2 is the Connecticut.
Yep.
Smooth. All of their cigars are they are really developed to retro ale. It's really the way to take it out of your nose, so you waken that palate up. You give yourself more flavor to it. None of them are peppery. All of them are just dead smooth. And I'll tell you what, Neil can play golf.
Well, he was a Major League Baseball player.
He can golf.
So it's just amazing how some of these athletes, even 20 years after they've swung a bat or played football or whatever, how just being an athlete is just being an athlete. But yeah, he went out, took a set of clubs that was sitting in Andrew's garage, and some of them are some of the clubs that he hits that are like tour stiff.
Yep.
And he can hit a golf ball.
It was fun to play.
It was fun to play.
Those
with
are
him.
great
And
guys.
he had a blast. Those guys had a blast.
And a huge shout out to the ICC family for making them feel at home. They left just buzzing. They absolutely loved the place.
Blown away.
That you're right. That is what we do. You got that right.
They literally said they actually were nice enough to say it in front of another shop owner that this is the finest cigar lounge in the United States.
Yeah.
And the other cigar owner said, "Congratulations." Now, get the backing. Shut up.
That was an awkward moment, if I can be honest.
Family got your back, baby.
Yeah, I know that. And speaking of having our back, somebody tag up Jeff Hogan and Casey Hogan and the Crux guys, please, so they can see what we're smoking this morning, because this stuff is phenomenal. Oh my God.
Look at the bird light on
Oh
this.
yeah. Greg, good morning. Good morning. Welcome in. If you're watching this from a foreign country like
Chicago.
beautiful, let us know where you're coming in from.
We will give you a good morning in your native tongue.
That is exactly right.
That's it.
So we've got 4th anniversary, good. Moment of silence, good. America AF, good. What happens next week?
What is next week?
Cars
Show.
and Cigars.
Yes. Yeah.
Cars and
and cigars.
And here's what I set it up so it was posted up earlier. The cars coming next week, the quality and caliber. We're not going to have quite as much of a, I think, a variety from the super old Corvettes on it. Most of them are higher end cars.
Okay.
I mean, some nice cars coming.
Any examples?
I think I don't know if it's the McLaren Club that's coming, but there are some top dog McLarens making their way in.
There was a McLaren Senna that was here
last time. This is going to be a great show next week, so make sure to check it out. Rover Club will be here?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, no shit. That's going to be awesome.
Did you see the Rover that they had at Mecum this weekend?
No.
Like Elliot saw it, it rolled across the line. Elliot was like, it didn't sell, so Elliot was going to go down there and try to buy it. It was a real old school one that had new tires, bigger tires, stuff like that.
So if you have a show car, I'm talking to you, Sam Selby. If you have something that people need to sit and look at, go to the Park Up Front app, register your car in there, because we do have limited parking, and that will make sure it reserves your space.
Yep.
So with that, we don't like turning people away, especially people with good cars.
Yep.
We don't like turning them away, but if you can help us by going to Park Up Front, that'll reserve your space.
Absolutely, and it just also prevents us from having massive overflow and pissing off all our neighbors.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. People do get upset when you take up their parking, even if it is about $2 million worth of cars.
So Johnny Gooder just came in. Johnny last night went to a Japanese whiskey tasting event. So I texted him late last night and said, do you have just a song running through your head? I'm turning Japanese. I think I'm turning Japanese. And he sent me a picture of a little kid taking a drink and falling over. So I think that's where he's not here for a reason.
Yeah, well, good. I'm glad he enjoyed himself. Oh yeah.
How good is this cigar?
I get like cinnamon, and you get the taste of that age.
Yeah.
Once that tobacco hits that, it's really cresting. Almost 20 years old now. This Ingenioso. Mm-hmm. It is getting old. What do we got down here? We've got Japanese whiskey night. Would be fun. I think you're right. Japanese.
Should we do
whiskey
Japanese? Watch this.
Don't. I knew you were gonna do that. As soon as you said Johnny's
He
gonna
likes
Japanese,
whiskey.
I can feel him.
Why
go,
do you not let me just talk to him about whiskey? He likes whiskey.
Why do you continue?
All of a
to
sudden
go?
you think he just wants sake. He's not Japanese. God damn it, Brandon. Stop being so anti. Which one are you? Philippines or?
I don't know now.
He sounds like
Pushing ahead.
He just sounds like
Pushing ahead, shall we?
California, man.
Perfect. Let's keep moving.
I love Ryan.
There we go.
I love.
Hey there, Adrian. What's up, Adrian? We got somebody.
That was Grizz.
Oh, that's Grizz? What's happening? All right.
Grizz, you know what? Grizz and I friended up this week, and this dude is taking some awesome pictures of like castles behind him and shit. But he's got all these. It's great watching him smoking like the ICC house stick and stuff like that in England.
When he comes to Texas, we're gonna take him to our castle, medieval times. He's gonna love it.
They still do authentic horse fights.
You're gonna love it. And I'll tell you what, the first time I was driving past there with Gabe, we're driving through, he's new to Texas, he's new to Dallas, new to cities, and I'm driving through, and we're just nonchalant, I'm driving, I was like, that's the oldest building in Dallas right there. And he sees the castle, he's like, is it really? How old is it? It's like 10 years old, you dick. See the kid with the balloon animal walking?
Well, he was still with a little bit of amazement when you had to stop at that light that was red and then waited until it turned green. He's like, we don't have these in Pittsburgh, Kansas.
No, they don't have castles either.
No.
So he thought that was a real thing.
No.
God bless you.
Oh my God.
God bless you.
Larry Adams says that I'm politically incorrect, but that's, we are equal opportunity offenders. That is a fact.
Yeah.
I'm just,
You know what?
Hey, if you're offended watching this show, you would have stopped watching a long time ago.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
And you guys are
Weren't
holding out strong.
Weren't there some San Francisco guys that you pissed off?
You pissed off.
Oh, I thought you pissed them off.
No,
All right.
you pissed them off.
What's next?
Yeah, shall we? All right. Actually, this is something I met with Daniel Himmel yesterday that I am very excited about, which on the surface level doesn't sound exciting because it's effectively networking, which makes me cringe saying networking group.
Because it's a very stereotypical event.
But we're going to take a different spin on this.
Why wouldn't we?
Business cards and egos checked at the door. It's going to be 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Check this out. So what we'll do is we'll have a few different zones to go to. The thing that actually sparked it were those two people who were talking about how the Frisco Chamber is the greatest thing ever. Yeah, they do great things, but I'll tell you what. One time I go is...
If you've been to one chamber meeting, you went to the same one in 1967.
100%.
Breakfast,
And
how
when-
you doing, hand them a card.
When Frisco Printing had their own like rah-rah chant, literally when the owner had pom-poms and people would say it back, like, when I say Frisco, then they all went with it. I was like, I'm fucking out of here. And I left, and hearing people talk about how great it is, I went, hold my beer. I got this.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a more purpose-driven, really connection event, right? That will bring new people in. But if you picture each one of the high tops having a different track, you can have problem solution where there are 5-6 people up there, and you bring a problem and you work on it with other people.
Yeah.
You have personal development, which could be family, it could be these things, but you'll basically have like games more or less up there that will say what the mission is, how to do it, and then just time it up so someone doesn't hog all the time.
Sure.
And then what I think we put in the back table is
arm wrestling.
Arm wrestling's not a bad idea though.
You're telling me.
But what we're gonna do is a 101 table. So we can do cigars 101, whiskey, accessories, guns, all of these things that fit so beautifully in our world. We can allow people to come in and not feel overly newbie or shy to it. And then in the center, we'll just leave it open for you if you want to come in and just enjoy and just connect with people and see what the cigar lounge is about. In the back is the Maduro Mastermind VIP room.
Right.
6 to 8 people, led by Daniel Himmel. These are for entrepreneurs, business leaders, people who have serious, legitimate, logical questions that they want to flush out with other business owners.
Yeah.
And it is, if you're back there the whole time, and you just go to work.
Yeah, I did one of those once, and it was awesome because we had a couple of business owners that were experiencing challenges, and to be able to throw it out and get 6 or 7 other people's points of view and suggestions, and for them to leave going, I have a roadmap now. When they got here, they didn't have the piece of paper.
Yep.
It's really cool. So, no, I applaud you guys for that. I think it's great. We get a lot of people. We get a lot of networking groups that call to find out if they can rent the place, but then it's just everybody handing out business cards.
I don't want fake business to be done. I don't want someone to give me a business card, I give them one, and then they say, oh, I think I got some work for you. Well, who says we're going to make a good match?
Right.
Let's make a connection here.
Exactly.
And this is what we want to do, is we want to have something that's different. I'll think of a different name over the next weeks, but we look at kicking that off the 3rd Tuesday of October. So that's, and I don't know what the exact date is at, but I think we'll stick with the 3rd Tuesdays.
Yeah.
And just let that kind of roll. So
Excellent.
look for that to kick off. I'm very excited about it. And just look at bringing some new people in.
Excellent. So at least we're cracking Julie up, the attacks that I'm making on Ryan. So all of that stuff is great.
All of that stuff.
You know, this has been a ton of fun, but I still think we have somebody up back there is just drunk as hell.
Just ripping.
Just
ripping.
This isn't the bathroom. So Jake White, we talked about the 4th dimension, which is awesome, but we're going to do what we like to call cigar learning right now, because we are actually in the learning process. Questions are asked all the time on Cigar Newbies. If you're not a member of Cigar Newbies, go in, apply, answer all the questions on the front side, say that you heard about it on Saturday at the shop. But it is a safe haven for people to ask questions at any level, and it's going to be answered by pros, and if there's any trolls in the crowd, we boot their ass out. It's pretty much, it's pretty simple. Mm-hmm. But one of the things that keeps coming up is I left my cigar in my truck for a week. How long does it take to get it back? We've constantly had this question, but we really never knew how to deal with it until we got the new Cigar Medic device. And we talked about the Cigar Medic as 2 little prongs, which I think you can see once it's down here. Mm-hmm. 2 little prongs and a sensor. And when you slide it into the foot of the cigar, it'll tell you what the humidity is inside the foot of the cigar. So we're in the back, we're cleaning out the office, and we have this amazing box of cigars that was made just for the factory experience that night very, very limited. There was like 30 or 40 of these boxes made, really special. And Edgar made sure that he handed us the first one, so we had it.
Yep.
So, and then we got busy and set it on top of our safe in the IT room, the equipment room.
Which is the driest room
about
on the
90
planet.
degrees with a fan, no air conditioning coming in, and it's been sitting there for months. Months.
Sorry, Edgar.
Yeah, sorry, Edgar. So what we did is we thought, well, now we have this means to test it. So I actually started on August 28th, and I tested the foot of the cigar, and it was 35% humidity. Little dry. So now, today, I'm pulling it out.
Well, you started on the 26th.
On the 26th, it was 35%.
Then 2 days later,
Check.
yeah, the 28th,
28th, it was
46.
46%.
Yeah.
On 9/4, 60%. And let's see where we're at now. 70%. Right on the
Okay,
button.
so that basically answers your question. So I don't know how many days elapsed between 8/26 and today, because I don't know what day.
71%. On
9/11.
the smaller ring gauge. 71%.
So what do we got? So about 2 weeks, we were able to take a cigar from 35% all the way up to 70%, back to smokable.
Looks like you're
That was
casing
correct.
the cigars.
That's
It does.
So all of them are smokable within 2 weeks, which is completely contrary to what the
Yeah.
advice we had given previously.
Well, and actually, interestingly enough, the Tobacco's Handbook says that it's 2 days in humidity for every day it's out. So these should have, in theory, taken 6 to 8 months to get back.
Right.
And it was a month. Now, we had it in our humidor, lid lifted, but that room sits at 70%, and it'd be no different than putting Integra Boost packs in your humidor at 70%.
Yeah.
So it took us what, from August 28th? Was that the first one? No, August 26th.
Yep.
To what is today?
The 11th.
The 11th. So we're
3 weeks.
maybe 3 weeks, and it got a cigar from 35% back to 70.
That's so much faster than I thought it was going to.
Me
be
too.
honest.
So we're learning, and we wanted to share that with you guys. So don't panic if a cigar sits in your glove box for a week. Just don't panic, because it's not going to take that long to get it back, which really surprised me.
And the other way is we're going to start testing how far down you can smoke. So what if you smoke at 68% or 55%? We're going to start smoking those and see how that works
Right.
its way down. That's what I'm really curious is how long can it stay out before it goes bad, essentially?
Yeah, and kind of loses its luster. And we're also in the process of starting a new project using one of our members that's a chemistry professor at the University of Nebraska, or University of North Texas, has developed a device with some devices that the Department of Defense left behind, which is kind of cool. These little $10,000 boxes, there's 4 of them on this thing.
Thanks, taxpayers.
So one of the things that we're going to do is develop a database of cigars and the pH level of the smoke, because we've talked about pH and how important everything is pH, whether it's what you eat, drink, whatever. And this is what's going to help us analyze what's going to pair well together.
So with that, this is going to be a year project.
Oh, and Lee,
of creating a program that will tell you which cigars will pair with what.
at an exact pH level.
And if you could go in and select, I'm gonna drink a Mac 12. Here are cigars based on the science and the numbers that will work with what you're doing. So this is something that's never been done before.
Never.
And it could take us 2 years to get done, but it's in process now. And we've got about a $70,000 machine to help us.
Right. And what's cool is it actually, you put this into this machine and it pulls the smoke into a chamber and it tests the pH of the smoke. It's not testing the pH coming off the foot. It's tasting what comes in and measures it to 4 decimal points back. And then we'll also have another sensor that we can dip it in coffee, we can dip it in every type of spirit.
Yep.
And then build that database out. It is going to revolutionize things when it comes to pairing.
Because why this is important and why it's better to pair this way versus pairing flavors is because flavors are very subjective and it's a very tough dragon to chase. But the sensation is where the palate is very objective.
Right.
And pH is a massive factor with that. And if you can find something that entertains your palate in either a like or a contrasting way, then the flavors are just all gravy on top.
Right, yeah. Now there are two types of pairings, and one that you mentioned is contrasting, where the best example would be a grilled cheese and tomato soup. On the opposite end of the spectrum each other, but together they go well. So this would be a similar situation where you think about shrimp and shrimp sauce, two totally different spectrums.
Yep.
So we're going to have this database built, and it's going to have wine, it's going to have all these things, and everybody's going to love to actually do the testing part, because once you dip the sensor in there, of course you got to drink it.
Exactly.
So that's why it's going to take us a year, because everybody's going to be drunk for basically 6 months.
This is, so look out for this. Just remember this conversation when this is done, because this truly will be something special. And maybe it's just something we enjoy doing. It's going to help us be more educated in this world, and no one will use it. But
it's a very common question in the humidor. We usually will ask what you're drinking. What are you going to be drinking with this? And then as soon as somebody throws something out, unless you've already, like Nathan, has tried a particular scotch or tried a particular cigar with what scotch pairs best with it. But again, it's pretty subjective. This would at least tell you that scientifically these should match. Mm-hmm. Whether that's what you like or not, some like red, some like purple.
Exactly.
You just can't tell. But anyway, I'm really excited about that project.
Yep. What's up, Adam? Good morning. Good morning, everyone who's joining us Saturday at the shop. 4th anniversary.
4th anniversary.
How many of these shows
did anybody? I didn't see if anybody answered their question on what's been some of their funnest experiences.
That's the challenge.
That is the challenge.
I've got an America AF hat for the best story. What is your favorite story in ICC?
What about you, Ryan? Ryan actually worked with us when we first opened.
Were you day one?
Yeah.
You were day one.
Day one.
So many though.
I know that's the problem. Is how do you take 4 years worth of experiences and go, this is my favorite.
So many fun events. Just in little things. One of James Collins retiring. Just when you think about people that are going through different phases of their life, and to be able to celebrate some of those things with them is great. We've been able to celebrate 2 of your kids during this period.
Well, this will be the second next week, because Alessi was born. Because
that's right.
We have a photo of her
in the
car seat.
In the car seat when the hole was dug. That's right.
Yep, that's right. So it's wow, just a life-changing, life-altering experience all the way through. It's a beautiful thing. It never gets old. It really doesn't get old.
Nope.
The challenges are fun. The challenges are real, and the fact that we have a family-owned business, and I think we cracked the code on this, at least from the short term. I don't want to act like we've been doing this forever, but finding a family-owned business where everyone has a different specific role has kept it where everyone has this nice flow, nice area of ownership, and I think the fact that we all share a purpose makes life incredible.
I think it's unique because we're a family doing that, but my advice for any business to be successful is align yourself with people that all understand what their role is, and don't let people start to bleed into the other roles, because that's what creates the conflict.
Without a doubt, the power struggle. Look at McGee actually coming in. We've known McGee for many years.
Right.
When we were going over the floor plans in your backyard is his favorite.
That's
right.
Cool.
That's
right.
The original ICC.
The original ICC became my backyard for a long period of time, and I was actually going to celebrate today by smoking some of Elliot's cigars that he left at my house 5 years ago when ICC was my backyard. So
when we as a family were the #1 Texas consumer of Atabase.
Yeah, just our family
as humans.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's.
But think about. Let's talk about just that thing we never had in the equation, the people we would meet. Obviously, look at what we're surrounded by.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have met these people. My best friend Ty, he was 33 years in the Dallas Fire Department. I would have never met him unless my house was on fire.
Mm-hmm.
and I was in his precinct. You know, it's there's a lot of things, but we've had celebrities that have been in here that have been really cool.
We've had celebrity who's been in here who's really been a dick. You get what you get.
You get what you get.
You get what you get. You go to jail.
And R. Kelly's getting his.
Yeah.
And R. Kelly's getting his. You're getting yours. You should have been nice.
He was the first one.
He was the first one.
And you remember that when he came in, it was like, oh my God, R. Kelly's in, and just the way he stonewalled everyone.
His uncle's fucking funny shit.
His uncle was good shit. Yeah, R. Kelly's uncle. If you're watching, you big.
Get fucked up here.
All right.
All right. I think the celebrity that just stands out the most to me because he was so cool was Cedric the Entertainer.
Yeah.
And he was so cool to everybody. When we were starting to bring him out, I was like, do you want me just to kind of protect you, respect your privacy, we'll go in the humidor and I'll show you stuff? He's like, no, let him know. And it took 40 minutes for him to make it to the humidor because he took pictures with everybody all the way back.
What an engaging, great dude.
The guy is awesome.
Yeah.
And then when he came to town for his last concert, he got Begley and I front row tickets and had us in the back and introduced us to everybody, and it was just so cool.
I'll tell you what though, my goal right now is to get Bill Burr in this place.
Yeah,
I want to smoke a cigar with Bill Burr more than any comedian on the planet right now. Bill Burr is the guy.
I'm gonna, because we're the same age, I want to sit down and have a cigar. I want to sit down and have like 4 days of cigars with Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey would be incredible as well.
I just that is, to me, would be the ultimate. The other thing that I learned is we have a lot of NFL players here, former NFL players here. And one of the things that I found has been very interesting is as they talk and they introduce themselves, they don't say, I'm former Pittsburgh Steeler, fill in the blank. It's like they've taken football off their resume, although their 6'9" stature kind of gives it away. But I don't see a lot of guys leading with that.
Now, however, this is the main indicator on whether they're going to stick around or they're going to wash out. Because Jonathan Scott is a humble, incredible steward of the community.
Right.
Other NFL players who lead with, I played this, I did, they don't last long.
They don't last long.
No one cares about that.
I guess I should kind of present how I presented that initially, which is that the guys that survive in here do really well and flourish don't lead with I played for.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Because then you go to look up what like their football card looked like and they didn't have one. If you don't have one, you probably were on the practice one.
Yeah, good for you, but don't want to hear about it.
Yeah.
So it's all the same. It's all the same.
Larry Adams wants to have one with J-Lo. Sure,
hey, Larry, isn't your wife watching, like, with you right now?
But J-Lo is a cigar smoker. Begley was researching a lot of women that smoke cigars, and J-Lo is a cigar smoker.
I wouldn't mind having a cigar with J-Lo.
Yeah.
I'd do it. I'd do it.
If you had to. I mean, I don't know if we'd have a lot in common, but...
No. You guys both don't drink, so that's good.
We got that going for us.
Yeah.
All right.
So, awesome. What's up, J-Lo?
J-Ho.
Yeah. This is his hall pass, Julie. Amen to that. That's a healthy relationship is what that is. Good for you. Actually, Julie, who is your hall pass with? That is, let's hop into this segment.
Yeah.
Start putting that on this and don't talk about it. We are going to have orders.
Yeah. Look at that.
It's just...
Ashton Kutcher, is that what you're thinking?
No.
No, this is... Yeah, we're very blessed. What do we miss?
You know what? What time does America AF start today?
Is it 1? 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. We got kegs. We got food. Look, my wife got involved, so it's not going to be like we did it. It's all right.
Chris!
All right.
Johnny, he just
dropped 4 pounds of ash. But
this was a Churchill at one point.
yeah,
It is Jeebus Grievous. Somebody got a Dyson. All right.
Oh, so Julie mentioned size matters, so we could probably talk about the shows. Obviously, Saturday at the shop because you guys are here. Tuesday night, cigar talk. One of the things I'm excited because we want to start incorporating other things that people have interest in addition to just the cigar talk conversation, which maybe is pairing. A lot of times we get a little carried away talking about how awesome ICC is. We all know that, right? We don't have to go over that anymore. So I had a conversation yesterday with Tim Miller, and Tim had a TV show, a car show.
Yep.
And then he published a couple of car magazines, and very, very, very wired in the car community. And we are we pausing?
It's reconnecting.
It's reconnecting.
Are we good? Or is that
No, I'm saying pause then.
your pause? Ah, the hell with it. Let's keep going. We'd be doing this if people were watching or not.
Yeah.
We're still live on Insta.
Yeah, okay, so
Let's keep cruising.
So anyway, so we're going to have Tim Miller's going to come in. He's going to get us. He has some stuff that he'll be announcing in the future, so he wants to wait until he can make those formal announcements. But it's something that's going to be happening in Frisco, and it's like as big as the PGA.
Is it Frisco or McKinney?
Frisco.
Oh.
And then there's also a McKinney thing, which is massive.
Let me see if the
So
yeah, it might have just kicked off. Is that still red up top?
No, it shut off.
Huh. Give me just 1 second here. That might go.
is the
We'll take
thing
a
plugged
look.
in?
No, I think it's fine. I think something just went wrong with the Mevo.
Talking about Jalen.
Oh, that's a good point.
Oh, you
It
know
was
what?
Mevo.
I bet you Facebook dropped us off because we were talking about J-Lo.
Yeah.
Nothing about guns.
No, I don't think. I think that's a Mevo tech issue. So those of you who are over here on, we got Big Red Fan. Yeah, everyone who's on Insta, awesome. Welcome. We're trying to get this back up here.
Yeah, we'll be ready.
Here you go. I'll fire it back up.
Go Big Red today, by the way. They're
we go.
playing some
This will fire back
girls
in here in
volleyball
just a
team
second.
today.
So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna drop that.
about J-Lo. Yeah, don't be talking about big fat asses.
Yes.
I mean,
Shut down.
that's it. Yeah. All right. So those who we'll let these guys kind of make their way back in, but I'll take a look.
Sardor from Uzbekistan.
That's right.
Oh, where's he from?
Uzbekistan.
It's good pop. It's good pop.
It is?
No, that's dead.
Doesn't the light have to turn on?
Yeah, but it's dead. That.
All right.
With it. All right. Well, we're gonna roll this thing through, and then what do we got? We got people from Uzbekistan. Why don't we let's just give them some sign-off good days, and then
We'll
on
do
with
some
it,
sign-off
shall we?
good days.
Let's do it.
So where are we at?
Sign-off good days. We got someone coming in from Uzbekistan.
I guess the real question is north or south.
Hmm.
Yeah, because I've been working on the north. Oh, good day, mate. Just like that. He'll know.
It's
That,
from Missouri.
Missouri?
No, Missouri.
Oh, that's the south.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I haven't really perfected that one, but Missouri, good day, mate.
That's.
Here, a little deeper.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get off of here because no, this isn't going to work. That's all cruising. So what we want to say is, come join us. We have American AF today. We have the car show next week. We have a new Frank's coming to the family
New
next
Frank's
week.
coming to the family next week. We
Hack
have
Fest.
Hackfest coming up. We have Luciano coming in from Ace Prime. Will be here October 13th.
We got a ton going on.
Get out of here.
We will see you guys soon. We'll see you today. But otherwise, we're just going to be smoking these bucks.
And thank you for keeping us around for 4 years.
Here's to many, many more. Cheers. Adios.
Yes.